guys. Look, I'm going to finish off tonight. Look, I hope that we've received some sort of information out of tonight, and we've been lucky enough to have our guests come and talk and give us a little bit more knowledge. Just a little bit about me. Look, again, I'm at the COVID medicine. I'm the gym manager there. I've been there. Well, I've been at the Leisure. I still am at the Leisure Centre, but I've been here since 1999. So this is my 12th year at the Leisure Centre. Over the last 4 years, my training has changed a little. Look, I've got a degree in exercise. I grew up as playing football and that kind of stuff. And look, I just want to, today my talk's just going to be a little bit about cross-training, a little bit about motivation and so on. Over the last 4 years, I did receive, I had a substantial injury. I actually tore a hamstring off the bone, and I wasn't able to run, jump or kick was the information that I received. Now I just want to explain one thing to you, and this will really touch upon the people that I have here today as well. When I did that injury, I ended up spending somewhere between $3,000 or $4,000 to get it fixed, and it was a torn hamstring tendon. I went to normal doctors. A normal doctor might be great if it's a general practitioner, but when it comes to a sports injury, they've got no clue in the world. And I'm telling you that from someone who has tried and tested it. If you've got a sports injury, do not go to a normal doctor. The first thing that they're going to try and do is give you the tablet. Second thing, after that injury, I went to sports medical clinics in Alphington, and then cut a long story short, ended up having cortisone injections. Didn't work. I had blood injections where they took blood from my arm, injected into my leg. That was the worst pain I've had in my life to this day. That didn't work. Ended up going to Olympic Park Sports Medicine. It was $170 a visit. He gave me a strength program, and 8 weeks later I was running. He gave me a strength program to do in a gymnasium. Now, I can stand here and be an advocate for exercise and that because I do so much of it, but I'll tell you right now that sometimes you need to do the hard work to get somewhere in life. Okay? So if I see Arlen or I see Ryan, I'll speak to them about sport and just try and immerse myself in as much knowledge as I can. Okay? And that goes the same with nutrition as well. I've got my team of people around me that assist me with what I do, and I feel that we should all do the same. Over the last 3 years, or since September 2008, I've ran 5 marathons, 2 ultra marathons, 2 half marathons, 7 half Ironmans and 2 Ironmans. So it's a fair bit of stuff to do. Okay. Now I'm not saying that everyone's going to do this kind of stuff. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you can't. If you want to try, as Ryan brought up before, certain things, you've got to be careful with how much you do train. But again, if you start to train your body, and I'm sure Ryan will say this, that if you work at it slowly and consistently, yeah, you can start doing some longer stuff. Okay, why endurance? Why do I do endurance? Well, look, I think it's a challenge of the mind and the body. I think it's a great way to maintain a healthy weight. Yes, I come from an Italian background. I love my food. I eat chocolate every day. But I know that with that, you need to do some hard work on the side. So, you do your hard work, but then again, you can have those rewards in life. So, like Zoe said as well. Zoe said, you want to eat that kind of food. Yeah, that's fine. But no, if you're going to go out on a Saturday night for a dinner, know that on the Sunday morning that you're going to get up and go to Princess Park and do an hour and a half walk. Know that. Plan it in your head. If you know that you're going to go out for dinner on a Saturday night, have a light lunch. Have a salad for lunch. That's fine. No, set yourself up where someone said before, I think you mentioned before that, can you save your calories for 2 days? Maybe not 2 days, but yeah, for that morning, you might have, instead of having your 4 Weet-Bix, have 2. Instead of having your lunch where you have your big plate of pasta, no, you have maybe something a little bit lighter because you're going to go out for dinner and have a larger dinner with two courses and a couple glasses of wine. So we've got that ability to plan. If we know it and we know what to plan, well, then it's going to make life a lot easier. I believe one of the most important books to have is Calorie Counter. I'm not saying that you need to sit there every meal and go, oh shit, can't have that. Can't have that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but if we knew, you'd get a better idea.
Have control.
You're out one day, you weren't able to, you were rushed, you couldn't go to work, it was in such a rush that you couldn't bring your lunch to work. So you're out. Alright, now I'm out. Everyone's ordering food. I'll order food too. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, you know. And once you do know, you'll be very confident to go up and order the food that you want, that you know has got the vitamin and calories for what you need. Like if someone said to me, I'm going to have a sandwich, I'll say no problem, 2 slices of bread, 200, tin of tuna, 100, 300, a couple of slices of tomato, a bit of salad, yeah, 350, 400, there's my salad, there's mine. And I'll just know that. It takes time to learn, but we've learned everything else. We've all got jobs, we've all got careers, we've all had to learn that stuff, so I'm sure we can learn some stuff about food that we're putting in our own body. Keep sport and fitness interesting, especially if you've been in competing. I've got a competitive streak in me, so I like competing, so it keeps me on the ball. All abilities and all levels can participate in endurance sport. Endurance sport is a test against oneself. That's interesting, isn't it? A test against oneself. Sometimes I think that we need a test in life, so doing a bit of endurance sport or just pushing yourself to that next level. Again, as Ryan would say, within reason. You know, you might have a struggling with an injury, then you go off and see the appropriate person, get that fixed up, and then continue on your merry way. Training long is a great way to relieve stress and clear the head. I believe so. Look, I can't sit here and talk or stand here and talk for everyone, but I know if I go for a long run, when I come back, I feel more calm. And I'm not talking about, there can be any stresses in life for that matter. What limits your motivation? Motivation is a big one, isn't it? Especially now coming into winter. People get cold, people don't want to train. People put on weight in winter. Why? Because we tend to sit at home, grab a few beers, eat a little bit more. And it can get tough in winter. It can look. It is, but what we need to do is we set ourselves up with a plan and we can overcome that. So, what limits your motivation? So cold, rain, winter, or it's too hot. I've even heard people say it's too hot. I love competing when it's over 30 degrees. I feel free. It's great. But again, everyone's different. So, you're just going to work that out. Physical, the gym's too far. I'm too soft in the last session. I'm not strong enough compared to the others. Mental problem, can't be bothered, it's too hard, it's out of my comfort zone, I'm embarrassed to go to the gym. These are all factors that, might play on our minds and our bodies and that with motivation. So what can be done? We can join a group, you can give yourself a goal, train for a personal trainer, make it part of your routine. That's an interesting one. Make it part of your routine. If I go 3 days without exercising, I feel pretty lethargic and tired. Does anyone else who trains regularly feel the same? Interesting. You could even call it a drug. It's a good drug, isn't it?
Natural.
A natural high. I'm sure there's bad drugs out there. This is one of the best you could probably get.
It's free.
And it's free. Oh, you're paying.
Oh,
Yeah. Alright. Realise that it's in your life and that training will put you in a better frame of mind. Healthy body, healthy mind. Has anyone heard that before? I'm sure I've heard it. A lot of people have heard that, haven't they? Look, our body is a temple. Treat it like that. You've only got one chance, so it's up to you what you do with it. Take that how you want to take it, but look, I believe we're sort of born once and you get that chance to exercise and keep fit, have a healthy mind. I find that probably keeping fit will probably go into other areas of your life and you'll probably feel pretty confident in other areas of your life as well.